From the Intellifluence headquarters in sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, this is the Intellifluence Influencer Spotlight. In each episode, we sit down with an influencer from our network and we discuss their background as well as their unique approach to influencer marketing. Dr. Ben Rein is a neuroscientist at Stanford who began sharing educational science videos on social media in 2020. Dr. Rein's videos summarize recent research papers, debunk viral videos containing misinformation, teach fundamental neuroscience lessons, and inform about the importance of scientific research. Additionally, Dr. Rein offers guidance to students in science through a video series called Science Tips, and leads the Aspiring Scientists Coalition, a global community organization that hosts free events for students in the sciences. Dr. Rein also runs a Snapchat show called Make It Brain and has partnered with one of China's largest video sharing sites to enhance science popularization. You can follow Dr. Rein on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, or visit benrein.com for more details. Ben, thanks so much for taking time out of your day to speak with us. We really appreciate it. Now, it's not every day I get to speak to a neuroscientist, so I'm really interested in your background. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Of course, yeah. So like you said, I'm a neuroscientist. I'm currently doing my research at Stanford University. Previously, I did my PhD at University at Buffalo, where I'm from. And I've always been interested in social interaction and the brain systems that control those things. And so that's what I'm studying, but I didn't expect that I would end up on social media. And that happened just sort of naturally, and it was truly happenstance, but I'm glad it did.
Absolutely, because you always think of the social media, because there's the fashion influencers, there's the lifestyle influencers. So whenever I have a chance to speak to someone who's really like got this niche that they're bringing to social media that's not the typical theme, it's really cool. What inspired you to kind of branch out and to kind of pursue bringing your message to social media?
Yeah, it actually happened on accident, believe it or not. I guess some people probably have this story, but long story short, I posted a video on TikTok and it went viral. You know, that's pretty much what happened. And I wasn't intending on doing it. I genuinely, I know it probably sounds made up, but I wasn't trying to go viral. I was just using TikTok to record myself for a video that I was posting on my personal Facebook. And it did go viral. And people started asking me questions about science. And I was like, I guess this is a good niche to be in. And so I kind of just went with it. But I've truly felt the impact of it. And it seems really important. And it's unique because, I got into science because I wanted to make a positive impact on the world through science and through discovery. And I'm realizing that I can make a positive impact through education and through something that I have in my pocket all the time. So it's really cool.
Absolutely. And when did this happen? Because I hear a lot of people were like, it was like during lockdown. Excuse me. I was bored. I made a video, went viral, and now I'm an influencer on TikTok. So
that's literally exactly what happened. And what's even funnier is that the video that went viral was explaining how to wear a mask, because I was used to wearing them in the lab, and I was like, okay, now my friends and family have to go to the grocery store. They're not going to know how to wear one. So I might as well just make a quick instructional video. Like I said, for my Facebook, I was just going to tell my friends and family, like, here you go. And it ended up going viral. And yeah, it's kind of funny.
Want to join Intellifluence as an influencer? It's free, easy, and you get to keep 100% of your earnings. Go to Intellifluence.com, click or tap Influencers, then click or tap the Join for Free button. Once you have registered for free as an influencer, you can start creating offers with custom pricing and services. Brands can pitch you to work with them via these offers. Once you have created your offers, head over to the marketplace and browse opportunities for brands. Apply to any and all that are a great fit. Earn cash quickly by referring your friends and family. And so what does an average day look like for you with everything that you've going on, education, career, and then, social media?
Yeah, typically, I'll spend some portion of my day in the lab at Stanford doing experiments. That'll differ. Some days I'm there all day. Some days I'm there for just a couple hours. And then I kind of have the freedom to distribute my time for whatever else it is. If it's things like this, podcasts, all that sorts of stuff, side projects. My primary role is as a scientist, and so that takes up most of my time. But I like to find little ways to squeeze in other side projects, like making videos and doing things like this. So every day is different, but I try to make every day a little bit exciting.
Absolutely. Are you a one-man crew? Do you have anyone else assisting you in the work that you do?
No, it's all me. I do it all, and I don't think I do it all well, but I do it all. So yeah, and I would love to expand. So it's just a matter of figuring out how that would work, and there's a lot of questions there.
Absolutely. And so when people are scrolling, I mean, there's a lot of information we're dealing with, like much more than we can really comprehend. And then there's the misinformation. So what recommendation do you have for people to not get duped, or to know that they're looking at a trustworthy source? Because there's so much information coming at us.
Yeah, it's so tough. I mean, there's a huge incentive with social media for any given player, any person on social media, to create a video that shares something bewildering and incredible. And so, on a place like TikTok, if you do something, you find a convincing way to tell a story that's just incredible, people will engage with it, and you'll probably go viral. And so there's actually like this kind of failure in the algorithm that it incentivizes people for essentially making things up or twisting the truth, or just creating the most flabbergasting story they can. And so unfortunately, what we have is a lot of misinformation on social media. And as a scientist, someone who pays close attention to data and allows the empirical results to guide my thinking, it's really tough when I see misinformation all over the social media, and people don't really know what to do with it. People don't know how to validate whether the information is accurate or not. So I guess there's no blanket intervention, but I would just encourage you all to always be aware of where your information is coming from. Who's the person talking about it? Where are they getting the information from? It doesn't matter. I could be a neuroscientist from Stanford, but I could be talking about some information that I saw in Wikipedia. It's always about where the source of the information is ultimately. So think about that, and always just take everything with a grain of salt. It's good to be a little bit skeptical, especially if it sounds like absolutely mind-blowing, incredible, and you've never heard about it before.
Yeah, exactly. Good information there. And then what has been your most popular TikTok to date? Was it the mask one, or is there something else that's blown up?
Funny enough, my most viewed TikTok video was about the most boring thing you could possibly imagine, which is something called the sodium potassium pump. And the cliff notes of it is basically, we have this molecular channel in our brain cells that basically keeps your brain cells ready to go at any given point. And it doesn't actually contribute to brain function. It just sort of keeps your brain cells like you think of a horse like at the stable, like ready to go. That's pretty much all it does. And it takes up like 10% of our total body's energy. And it's just pretty incredible that it's that much of an energy sink that really just allows you to be ready to do stuff. So that video had like 6.5 million views. And somehow I duped 6.5 million people into being interested in the sodium potassium pump, which I am a bit proud of.
Yes, and you should, because they weren't watching a dance off at that time. They were learning something. So that's wonderful. And then what are some short-term goals you have for social media or for your career? What are some of the next steps for you?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm figuring some of that stuff out. I mean, there's always thoughts about expanding to new platforms. I haven't really done much on Twitter or YouTube. And, there's these ideas about writing a book or something like that. There's always this expansion idea, right? But it's hard to know what's the right thing to do. For now, I think I'm just going to stick to my guns and just keep doing what I've found success at, and hopefully continue to grow those pages a bit more. As you alluded to earlier, I might try to build a team and really build out what I'm doing, because I only have so much bandwidth myself. But definitely it's an ongoing goal of mine to just continue educating the public however I can, and making science accessible and clear and as interesting as it possibly can be for the public. Because frankly, science can be cool. It can be very interesting. I think the way that we're often presented with science, though, is very boring, and it's a very textbook, academic, classroom setting. But there's a lot of really cool information there. So I just want to keep finding ways to propagate that however I can.
The IntelliFluence for Influencers app enables you to earn free products or cash in exchange for your honest reviews using your mobile device. Upon logging in, or signing up for free if you haven't already, you will arrive at your custom dashboard where you can view transactions that need your attention at a glance, or browse our recommended offers from brands. Check out marketplace offers from brands and apply to your favorites. Once you accept a pitch from a brand, you can complete the entire transaction anywhere using your mobile device and communicate with the brand using our intuitive messaging tool. You will never have to go outside the app. View your earnings summary, including upcoming payments, as well as your entire history. You can view your influencer profile strength and make any necessary updates to your profile to put you in better position to be pitched. Edit your details such as compensation preferences and social accounts with ease. If you could ever use some help, you can access the IntelliFluence knowledge base or contact support at any time from the app. As an influencer, there are never any fees associated with using our influencer marketing service, and you get to keep all of your earnings. Download the free IntelliFluence for Influencers app today and get started.